Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale, up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome. Tuesday morning here on OTB 104.5, ESPN Baton Rouge. Jake Flynn, Alondra Taylor, all here with you. Not LSU game week, but as we said yesterday, week 0 game week. So we are finally here. Flynn, how you doing? How you living?
I'm doing great. It's LSU week in my heart right now. I'm getting ready. I'm sure the team's preparing, but I'm also preparing, getting ready for my cheers, my pregame
He's finally about
pops.
to say fears.
I got a little fear, for sure. I think we all got a little fear for an opening game, an LSU opening game, but I'm excited. I can't wait. Starting to lose sleep, starting to get a little bit more energy, a little juice at night, thinking about the game.
Yeah.
Just getting ready.
How you going to take the game in? You know yet?
I was hoping that I would be able to take it in my favorite way, which is just pretty much at home.
By yourself?
By myself or my family. Around about, I got an 85-inch TV in my living room.
Oh, Kane had money.
No, we talked about it yesterday. TVs are cheap. And I like to stand about 13 inches away from it and have to move my head left to right when I watch it. That's my favorite way to do it.
I used to do it. Wait too.
Sometimes I'm a bad father because my kids are trying to talk to me and some intense is happening.
Not now.
Not now.
You yell at them?
Huh?
You yell
Yeah,
at
get out of here. No, that's I usually enjoy taking it in by myself because I like to hear the commentary. I like to get in my feels. I do not enjoy being at watch parties. I do not enjoy watching it at a restaurant or in a loud place where I can't and where there's music playing.
Right.
I have to be able to hear it. So that's what I do not like to do.
Sounds like you're a lot of fun to watch it with.
I'm a blast. Absolute blast. I do enjoy watching it with buddies that do understand football.
Yeah, it helps.
It does help. But no, I think we're actually going on a little quick weekend excursion trip, the kiddos, because they're off for, I guess it's, Labor Day? Labor Day is the following Monday.
Yeah.
So what we're doing for, we're
You
just
get a day off of school already?
I know. Well,
Wait, Labor Day is not till September.
Yeah, the September after the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I missed
September
that
after-
part.
yeah, okay,
Sorry.
September. So they have a longer weekend. Obviously, we're not going to be gone for the longer weekend because we're going to be doing this radio show. But we're going to go stay.
What she learned.
Where we're going. We're going to stay somewhere for a couple nights.
Nice.
The kids love a hotel, man. Love a hotel.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
A hotel movie and a club sandwich with fries and a Diet Coke.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Nothing hits harder.
Utopia.
We've taken them to some really cool places, cities on these trips and stuff. It doesn't matter. All they want to do is get room service and get a movie on their iPad or something, or watch a movie, one of those $24 movies at a hotel. So then we've done that, and we're like, all right, well, why don't we just do a staycation, and we'll just they have just as much fun doing that than going to a cool place.
So it sounds like you're going to be in Baton Rouge in a hotel.
No, we're gonna be out of the city limits. I don't know
Okay.
where. I can't remember where, but we will be there, and I will be watching that game with full volume, not in a crowded area. That is a guarantee.
Alondra, are you or Taylor, either one of y'all have to like do anything for the game, huh?
Not this game.
Yeah,
No.
so you're good.
Yeah, I'm good for this game. I'll be watching somewhere. I don't know yet, but I'll be there watching. Jaden Daniels is still really good at football.
He is.
I don't know if we ever decided if he was or not, but he's good at
really
football.
good at football.
Joe
It
Burrow.
wasn't just a lucky season last year.
No, I don't think
crazy.
so. I don't think so.
That's good. Good for us.
Joe Burrow still Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
That O line is still that O line.
yeah. God, that
I
one
saw
play
one
running for his
clip.
life.
I saw that one clip. That was the only clip I saw from the game last
Yeah.
night. Like, come on, Joe, just throw it.
You
though.
Go down.
Just get down and throw it
It's
away.
August, my guy. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, what are we doing?
Oh man, protect them knees.
Yeah, protect everything.
True.
He
Good
did all
Lord.
that to go down at the 2-yard line, too.
Down to
Like,
the
what are we doing,
2-yard
Joe?
line. Can you imagine if that wasn't Joe Burrow? How bad, like, what a negative grade he would have got on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Third string quarterbacks, you're cut right there. Like, you're cut.
That's something that you would see, from Jake Hayner.
Yeah, for sure. It's like if you're a third string guy, the coach might run on the field to cut you right there.
Your pads are
Yeah.
off after that
Yeah,
play.
but if you're Joe Burrow, the coach runs out there to like see if
You
you're
good?
okay.
Yeah. I know
Hey,
they
buddy,
wanted
you
him
okay?
to play more and more preseason games, and I'm like, maybe this is why he shouldn't.
Here is your sign.
Yeah.
Tay Tay, how are you working the game? Do you know how you're
I actually
taking
do
it?
not know yet. We will find out probably Thursday.
All right, so I'm the only boots on the ground there, is what you are telling me.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
The only
dude.
one there.
Sure
All right.
are.
Just to know if I had maybe a teammate or
I
two.
mean, I can ask Chris.
All right.
Hey,
Hey, Chris, I think I need to go to the
you need
game.
an extra engineer,
Why
right?
would we
Go
be
to
your
the-
teammate? You would ditch us at the game. Go call it.
I might get you a spot in the booth.
I don't know if I want to be in the booth. Didn't you
The
say it's
booth
like
is
real
pretty
quiet
cool.
and you can't like cheer?
Well, that's the press box.
Yeah, in the
press
press box you can't.
Like our booth, yeah, I mean,
can't
we're
do
supposed to be
anything.
loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, we're trying to give the call for the home team. We can be as biased as we want to.
Instead of like putting up a crowd mic, it's just a Flynn mic, and you're in
Yeah.
the background yelling.
Yeah. We got to put that one on YouTube.
It is like depending on where our booth is. I forget which game it was. Actually, no, it was a bowl game. It was a bowl game where the replay booth was right next to us.
So you can
So
see.
we could see how the whole process of how they were going through the plays and how they were going to call it. And, I might have yelled a couple things at them after a couple plays that I
Yeah.
felt like they got wrong.
Hey, dummy.
They have like a literal like video game controller too.
Who?
That's the whole replay booth. It's full of people.
Huh.
Yeah, and they're going through
I would
it.
like to see how the process works.
Yeah, and it's like a little video game remote. And they're like going through all the different angles that they have and, making decisions. It's really like one guy. And like everybody else kind of comes to that guy and they're like giving their 2 cents on it.
I'd like
That's
to see
pretty
how,
interesting.
I'd like to see how those dummies work.
And then sometimes we'll get coaches next to us. That's where it's really fun. And they try to like put up like construction paper or something like so you can't see in there. Find my way. Find a little crease, find a little crack into there.
What do you do? What are you looking for?
Connor Stallions.
Yeah, you taking some pictures, texting his coach. I mean, if you're
Trying.
not, are you really trying?
I know. Are you a fan?
Are you a fan?
You ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
I mean,
No, we didn't say anything about cheating. We didn't say anything about cheating. It's like playing cards. Keep the kids out the street, and if you don't want people to look,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Protect your
Actually,
cards.
So,
don't know what you
Alondra, were you
Well, if you're fanning out your cards, make sure no one can see them.
Were you
Yeah.
It's not
what do
my
you mean
fault if
keep
I
the
can
kids
see
out
them.
the street?
I don't think
That's what he
you
used to
weren't
say,
on
right?
you weren't on OTB yet.
What?
Whenever Michigan initially
No.
So Flynn came on his once a month Wednesday spot
Yeah.
and
Once a quarter.
yeah.
Hey.
And he was talking about it.
Proud of you.
We win
And
spurts.
he went into a deep dive on how he was the guy that would steal the signals when he was with Green Bay. But like not like communications or being on their
Right.
sideline in glasses, but he would look across the field and he'd find out who was live and get their signals and different things. And so he had his own take on the Michigan stuff.
Well, there's a line that needs to be drawn. It's kind of like in baseball. Like you should be able to rip signals in baseball. I don't think you should have devices that you you beep into or anything like that.
I think that if you pick it up of somebody doing it on the sideline and you notice a pattern or whatever, like that's kind of on them.
Yeah, but if you're in disguise on the other team's sideline, that's a little
step
sketch.
too far. Yeah.
But like if you are ripping signals, that is 100% fair game.
Yeah.
Well, but
I agree.
Just like in baseball,
Because
too.
it's the fairness part, right? Anybody can do it.
Anybody can.
Because you could say this gives us an unfair advantage.
No.
Elijah's team could do it. My team could do
Exactly.
it. Either way.
Stop signaling. Make your signals better. Be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb. So I would sit there and rip signals. And
I agree.
What's to stop me from telling the quarterback who's on the field what the play is? Who's to stop me?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I do that?
I'm with you. Like
That's a skill
I
thing.
am with you.
There
Be
is-
better.
He does have a speaker in his helmet.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, it is all like one of my favorite things to watch, especially in a college game before they got the comms in their helmets. They would have 4 guys, a lot of times backup quarterbacks, sometimes GAs. They would have 4 guys, and I used to love it when it was the GAs, and they'd all be in different colors. We used to call them the Teletubbies. They'd all be in different colors, and they'd all be signaling, and they would try to hide who was live, and it was so easy.
That's
I'm
so
like,
dumb.
all right, watch all these guys. Give me 4 plays, and I can tell you which one's live.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one that's live, as soon as he finishes, the quarterback's going to turn away. As soon as he is. And you can tell in 4 plays that there's 4 guys doing it.
For sure. The only year you couldn't was in 2003 here at LSU because your boy right here was the fake signaler, the decoy signaler, and I was pretty elite at it. I had the headset on with the wire that was tucked into the back of my pants. So I didn't even try to make it look like I was actually plugged in. It was just tucked into my jockstrap.
Not even a battery pack.
But I was signaling so great. I don't even remember what I was doing.
And also have better signals. Like if you have a lasso protection and I'm looking over and you're going like this.
Is that the most college football thing? Is seeing all those people on the sideline
With all the cards,
and then the
too.
card. I hate
Yeah.
the cards. Like, ugh.
That is very college football.
There's
Like,
nothing that says slap count more than a big card, holding up a big card. It's so
with the
dumb.
most random things on.
Yes.
It's like 4 and it has the most random stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, man, put the speaker in the helmet. Like,
Well, I'm glad they did.
yeah, it was so like I would turn games off sometimes when I would see too much of that on the sideline.
Now you can still get some signals from DBs and quarterbacks.
Well, for sure.
Quarterbacks going to receivers after the fact. They're making some changes. DBs are the easiest target for me to still assign.
The target was always the DB coach, and then the DBs, because the middle linebacker had the speaker, so he would always sit there. So he would always call the play, so verbally call it. But the DBs oftentimes wouldn't run all the way in because they got to run a long way. They got to get ready for the next play.
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
DB coach would signal to the DBs the play. So that's who I would target every game, and then the safeties would do a lot of signaling. There was blitz signals that the linebackers would give to the DBs or during blitzes, things like that. But it was always the DB coach. There was this one DB coach that did not like me very much because he knew it, and he would try to hide from me. And then I'd have guys on my team trying to hide me, and I would sneak around. I would stalk around the sideline. He would stalk around the sideline. And then I went to Seattle. And I'm sitting there. We're playing the same team.
So the DB coach from either the Bears, the Vikings, or the Lions. Got it.
Yeah, it's the Lions. And so we played. I was in Seattle, and then we played that team. Played the Lions, and so I think we played them in. We were playing them in Toronto that year. Anyway, so same DB coach, and I'm like, all right, for sure, they're not going to do the same signals 4 years in a row. Like, they had to have changed them by now. He's doing the same signals, and I'm just sitting there watching him. I'm not even trying to hide. I'm just watching him because y'all know I hate ripping those signals for the Seattle at the time. Wasn't ripping those signals. I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, he does have new signals. Like, I don't recognize any of these things.
Yeah.
After the first drive, I don't know, they went down, kick a field goal or something. He turns, and he looks me in the eye, and he points at me, and he wags his finger, and he goes, "No, no, no." And I busted out laughing, and I tipped my cap to him. I waved at him, and but after that drive, they went back to the same signals.
Oh my gosh.
But I wouldn't relaying those signals over there.
No. Let Russ cook.
Let him cook.
Let him go be dangerous.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
Let him go be dangerous out there.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, clean fun. Yeah. And that's what it means by keep the kids out the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it means. That's what you all playing cards. Like, all right.
Yeah, if you're playing Uno.
Yeah, you're
Gotta
not on the
hide 'em.
streets.
I can see you got that draw 4.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep.
I'm going to reverse it, though.
And if you're ever playing against my son, Huddy, check under his legs
No.
for extra cards. That's right, Huddy. You hear me. I know
Don't
you're
let him wear
listening.
sleeves if you're ever playing Uno.
Nah, he's going to get you, too.
What are we doing in the Hester household?
Oh, that's the one. That's the one you got to watch there, Bo.
Jeez.
That's the one you got to watch. Old Jimmy.
He's the next Connor. He going to be in fake mustache?
Nah, that's too much work. That's too much work. He's slicker with it, too. He wouldn't have got caught. All right, we'll take our first break of the show. Like Tay Tay mentioned, I think he mentioned it on there, LSU does have some changes in the starting lineup, so we'll throw it to Tay Tay. He'll give you all the latest and the greatest from LSU training camp, and we'll do it when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, everything's always available. Literally everything. Don't get that anywhere else. Typically, if you're leasing, you got a couple of options. If you're renting, you get maybe 3. You get a sedan, a midsize SUV, and maybe you get a truck or a van or a full-size SUV. Not the case over at All-Star. Everything is always available. So if you've got a plan to go, maybe like Flynn, right? A little quick weekend getaway before it really gets into the thick of it. Or maybe you're going to see the Tigers or Saints play. Go ahead and rent that Toyota today. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
So what if we told you could rent any car on the lot at a Toyota dealership? And it's actually going to be cheaper than the big rental car companies. I would say it's a pretty good deal right here at All-Star Toyota right there on Airline near Goodwood. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
I gotta wait.
Go up.
Hear the chorus. Well, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
It's time to get glowing.
Nice. Good work.
Courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration,
Initial look I got,
vitamins,
I didn't
and a
think you were gonna
summer-ready
get it.
glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
That was decent. All right, go to GoFlowIV.com, GoFlow IV Spa. You can check them out on Facebook as well. You can find a full list of services on the website. Right behind us, you see the website. You see the number 225-953-8150. It is right on Jefferson near Bocage. Book your appointment today.
Yeah, go see them. If you're curious about little IV treatment, IV therapy, go to their website, see their menu, what you can get if you're feeling bad. Whether it's self-induced sickness, whether it is just a little cold, whether you got a little sick to your stomach, whatever it is, they have something for you. It is literally something that works immediately. Go check them out. Go Flow IV.
All right, Tay Tay with your LSU practice report.
Yeah, Hunt Palmer posted this on LouisianaSports.net yesterday, and some interesting notes. Practices, we weren't able to go out there over the weekend. I think the last time media was available was like last Thursday.
Yeah.
But Hunt had his practice report yesterday. He was able to go out there. It was early practice. Said shakeups along the offensive line. So Paul Mabinga at left guard instead of DJ Chester. Now, that's not a big one because those two guys have kind of been going back and forth. But Carius Kern running with the ones at right tackle. Weston Davis running with the twos. So interesting for a couple reasons. One, the coaches have been pretty high on Weston Davis all camp long. And two, Carius Kern's been running second team left tackle. So they've moved Carius Kern to the right side. They've inserted him in the starting lineup. In Hunt's report, he says that Kern had been there. I mean, they got to watch about 20 minutes of practice. Kern was pretty much with the ones the entire time. And another interesting note, like we had talked about it last week, and I had mentioned that the DB room, the corners and safeties, they have kind of rotated in and out, but the starters have kind of remained the same.
Right.
Ashton Stamps was not in the starting lineup yesterday. It was Mansour Delane and P.J. Woodland were actually with the ones. Stamps and D.J. Pickett were with the twos. And P.J. Woodland has had a heck of a camp. He's made a lot of plays.
He made an interception the day Flynn and I went out there. Yeah.
Interesting that the week before game week, they kind of flip this. To me, that means one of two things. Either Stamps and Davis were really struggling and they saw a weakness, or these other two guys have really stepped it up. So, I mean, you could look at it positive or negative, but I think that scrimmage on Saturday that's open to the media will tell a lot about where this team is, starting lineup was. But I just thought it was interesting because, again, we had seen a ton of rotation. The starters had kind of been the same, but yesterday they were not.
So I'll start with the defensive backs. I don't necessarily think that's a big deal. That is a position that is going to rotate guys in and out, and maybe it's a situation where P.J. Woodland is pushing and pushing and pushing. Like you said, he's had a really good training camp, and so they're like, okay, well, we got to give him some one reps because he's going to be in there with the same group of guys. And we just talked about sign stealing with DBs. I mean, there's a lot of communication that happens between DBs, and so they want to get him in there. Hey, we want to make sure y'all are going to be on the same page because, look, P.J. Woodland is going to play in every game this year. Even if he would have been like a 2, he would have played in every single game. Ashton Stamps is going to play in every single game this year. Both those players will play with the ones. And so when I look at that, and I don't know if you disagree, I think that's probably just a, hey, let's get you in here. You've earned the right to be with the ones. You're going to be with the ones some. Let's get you some reps.
Yeah, I think it can be one of many things. I mean, we saw the Saints camp, Jake Haener go with the ones multiple days, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean like a starting lineup has been named. Or in the DB room, like I want to know what our base personnel like. Are we nickel? Because there's probably going to be 3 cornerbacks in the game for most of the game. So there's 3 starting cornerbacks.
Well, I mean, what would you call this? Is kind of going back to the conversation that we had just yesterday. I'm expecting it to be 4 defensive linemen, all right, 4 DBs, 2 linebackers, and a star. What are you going to call that?
Maybe on first down.
I think probably first and
that's base. I mean, that is just base. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be. I think it is. Like all jokes aside,
if you don't have 5 DBs, it's a base defense.
I think it's going to be that on first and second down most times, and then when it becomes third down, then you go to true.
It just kind of depends on how the game is going.
It depends on who you're playing.
Because you got. I mean, you do have that element, the Cade Klubnik element, being able to run the ball.
Right.
But look, they're returning their top 3 pass catchers from last year.
And 3 of the better ones in the country.
They're going to throw the ball. So you have to have 5 DBs out there. Like you can say Harold Perkins is great in pass coverage all you want, but I would disagree with that. I think he's probably good and manageable, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to stop three of the top guys in the country that are returning.
Right.
With one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Like it's just not going to happen. Maybe he falls into an interception.
Last year when they played DJ Lagway, now Lagway was a little obviously, it was a hamstring, and so he was a little injured, obviously, in that contest, and it was a game time decision. But I mean, they stayed in that base personnel with Devon Keys at the star position a lot of the game. He's a linebacker, so.
Yep, there you go. You got there. You got there, buddy.
Well, it felt like you weren't going to answer if I kept saying it, but that's that's what they call it.
Yep. So I'm based on the practice report yesterday, but it's been Delane that's been playing the nickel when they've gone 5 DBs, right?
For the most part. Again, it's hard to tell. When we're out there, they're running base a lot, and it's Perkins and that star that you love so much.
I'm telling you, Matt, that is their go-to formation.
Yeah, he's kind of been the de facto nickel. I get what you're saying, but
yeah, I got it. I don't love it. I don't feel great about it. I'm sure Clemson loves it. I'm just saying, I would like to see that if I'm an offensive coordinator, and I had my top 3 guys returning and top 2 or 3 quarterback in the country. I would love it.
Let me ask you how you feel about this, because we talked about it a little bit last week, and Hunt mentions it in the report that Jordan Gilbert's working exclusively at the star behind Perkins. So let's say they just take Perkins off the field and put in Gilbert on 3rd down.
I wouldn't take Perkins off the field, but
when it comes true 3rd down,
I'd find a place for him.
And I don't think any of us.
But he's not going to play strong safety in the NFL. He's not going to be a pass defender. So that's when you're going against Clemson, you got to have 5 pass defenders out there, true pass coverage people. I don't think Harold Perkins is threatening to be a safety in the NFL.
Even with all the Q run stuff, you still would keep it the same, just because of the ability.
Yeah, that's why he's dangerous, because he can throw it and run it. Go watch his film. He makes every throw. That's why I'd find a place for him that's going to put him in pass guard. They're not going to run, pass, 1st, 2nd down, run, 3rd down, pass. It's not going to happen. They're going to try to do a little bit of that early on. But I like the mix-up. I don't like to say that's the majority of what we're in. I don't love hearing that. Yeah, you got to mix it up. You got to move. You put Harold Perkins at that position some, but you got to move him around. You got to put his hand in the dirt. You got to put him inside. You got to walk. You got to have 3. I would do 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 DBs.
Well, I want to see what they end up doing on 3rd down though. What is that package going to look like? Well, when we say 3rd down, it used to be like Matt's talking about. It used to be run, pass. That's how college football used to be. Now it's not. 3rd down personnel doesn't necessarily even mean 3rd down. It kind of just means your sub, passing situation, which at any time, obviously in college football, it can be that. But there's going to be a change up. There's going to be a situation where you have 5 true defensive backs on the field with Perkins on the field.
Yep. I just don't. The only thing that worries me, and okay, all right, everybody, I know we're listening. We're not getting into this argument about star anymore. I've already won that argument. I'm just talking about philosophy going into the game, because every time I ask about nickel personnel, who's the nickel, everyone pauses and gets quiet. That hasn't been a big emphasis in camp running that personnel when it should 100% be that emphasis.
It's just not though.
Well, I'm telling you that's an issue. Just telling you it's an issue. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be that guy.
Feels like you do.
If you were the offensive coordinator for Clemson and you had Cade Klubnik, you had your top 3 receivers coming back, what personnel would you like to see? If you said, I'm playing one of the top teams in the country, they're going to play base personnel. for
I do think,
80% of the snaps.
Look,
70.
I hear
how about 50% of the snaps?
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just telling you, like,
he's gonna hit that back pedal. Harold's gonna hit that back pedal up.
I'm just telling
some
you
ground.
what they did last year and what they feel Harold Perkins can do in coverage.
Okay, got it.
So I'm watching Ole Miss from last year. Right now, currently.
Yep.
It's on my laptop. All right.
Okay.
Ole Miss, sub personnel, 11 personnel. I want to run the football, but 11 personnel. And for a majority of the game, you had your 4 D linemen, you had your 2 linebackers, stack backers, and you had Major Burns at the star position.
Safety.
I think Harold Perkins is more athletic than Major Burns.
Okay.
And can be as good or maybe better in coverage.
Okay.
But that's who, and he was close to the box the entire game. Remember last year, Devon Keys replaced Major Burns at star at the back end of the year.
Safety.
So that is what, like, that is who they are.
Okay.
That they want to use a backer in that position.
Got it. I hope it works. I hope we win by 50. I hope Harold Perkins has 38 interceptions this year, 112 pass deflections. What's he weighing right now?
I think you're sleeping on his coverage skills a little bit.
I'm not sleeping on coverage skills.
Again, like, this was the
I think he
position
can
that
cover.
Major Burns.
Can he play monument defender? Can he play curl flat defender? Can he play zones? Yeah, I think so. I think he's one of the greatest athletes in college football. Got a potential to be
what
All-American,
okay, then,
like Alondra said, maybe a Heisman finalist. Who knows?
Then what are you reserved about then? Like, what do you think he can't do?
He's not a defensive back.
That a strong safety can do.
He's not a defensive back.
And I understand that.
I want 3 corners in the game.
Okay, so you want to take the safety out of this equation.
2 safeties, 3 corners.
That's what I'm saying. You want to take, because
3
last
defensive linemen, 3
last year
linebackers.
it was a strong safety or a linebacker that played the nickel, star, whatever.
Would you say that we were satisfied with our defense last year?
It's much better than the year before.
Okay, everybody.
I'm just look.
Catholic High's got a better defense than we had.
I'm not trying to argue what you're arguing. I'm just telling you that is who they are. That is what they want to do. So you can want and wish and hope, but this is going to be.
That's what I'm doing. I'm wanting, I'm wishing, I'm hoping. I'm wanting, I'm wishing, I'm hoping. I'm just telling you from the other side. I would love to not see 5 DBs.
And me as a running back,
if I'm running 11 personnel every time.
You know what, though? Me as a running back, I'd love to see 5 DBs. So, I mean, you could have that argument.
Okay.
I would love to look up and be like, oh, they got 3 corners out there.
Great. If we have
and run right at them.
If we got
just say
Hester at fullback, 2 tight ends, and a running back.
No,
great.
I'm not playing fullback in this equation.
What personnel is Clemson going to be? What personnel? 11.
That doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That doesn't mean. That does not mean you can't run.
We're going.
Ole Miss lived in 11, and they ran the football as much as anybody.
Got it.
Tennessee lives in 11. They ran the football as much as anybody. Their running back was Offensive Player of the Year in the SEC. Everybody runs out of 11 now.
I know. And everybody runs 5 DBs against 11.
And then maybe that's why they have success. Everything about that?
Oh, my God. This is you're a meathead.
I mean, self-described. All right, we got to take a break. We got to get to the offensive line portion of what Tay Tay said there as well. More OTB.
Off the bench.
I'm glad you just realized.
I just telling you, like, as a quarterback, I know what I'd like to see.
RussellPools.com, Russell Pool Company, 225-924-2527. Go check out the gallery of work they've got there on the homepage. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you see Tay Tay scrolling. No 2 pool is the same. They're all going to be different. It is what you're dreaming up for your space, for your backyard. They can customize it. They are truly from start to finish and then after, right? Because they can be the maintenance for your pool as well. You don't have to deal with anybody else. Go to russellpools.com.
This chair, man. Yeah, Russell Pools, the name when you think of high-quality pools. They have 2 landscape architects on staff, so you could just go to them and say, hey, man, I think I want a square, I want a rectangle, I want a lazy river, whatever it is. They can draw it, they can design it, they can engineer it, build it, ever. It's a one-stop shop, russellpools.com.
I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And though I know you can't appreciate it, I'm only happy when it rains.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
What's going on? I just got a handout now.
Did you just break that, bud?
I don't know.
There's supposed to be a piece right there. Hold on. I got you. Be a good teammate. I'm going to be the star in the defense.
Are you saying the plastic came out of the particle
Wait,
board?
I'm going to mute your mic.
Yep.
Hold on, because it's making too much noise.
How that does not feel like a good connection there. Yeah.
I don't love that.
Oh, man.
Let's test it. Can we get a test?
It's not breaking. I know how to fix it.
Y'all,
we go.
You didn't break.
Y'all, how do we have this incredible studio that nobody else has and stuff
It's
like
old.
this happen?
Is it?
I don't love that you say that because I remember being so excited
It's a few
when it
years
was new.
old. Technology, you
like
have to
7 now.
start to
Yeah,
replace.
2017,
Yeah,
You're
like-
right.
I
Are
mean,
you
we
saying?
got that big old monitor?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Are you saying that these
That big old
stage
monitor.
lights
Okay.
from the 1947 production of Holiday Inn are not up to date?
There's a lot
Some
about
are-
this that
some are
I just
talking.
like. I would.
Bing Crosby would die for these lights. Okay.
It's the little things. It's like my chair. My chair just randomly drops
lights.
about 8 inches every now and then.
As a chair, I would do like different camera angles. I don't love the angles like when Matt's gone and Taylor has this camera pointing at us. I'm like, my forehead looks huge.
It's either that one or that one way over
I
there.
like that one.
We can
You
get
do like
like
this
you can get
You
like
can't
little
even
mini.
see us in
well.
You
it,
can get little mini cameras.
right? I think so too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be super fun. You can do it on the cheap now. Just go to Amazon, get a lot of stuff.
Do Greg McElroy and Cole Kubelik have cameras?
No, they have like an old studio, kind of like
They don't deserve number one.
basically, like
Just
the
like a regular old studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eagle
Kenny
Talk,
the
yeah.
Lights down there.
Boo.
Yeah,
Their
I
show
like that.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't have
no.
anything like this. No,
Yeah.
no.
That's pure bias.
Coming
that they
for you,
keep getting number
McElroy.
one.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of real quick, my man Cole wrote me at 9:15 last night.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's like, do you have 10 or 15 minutes to jump on this podcast?
Like now?
Yes.
Oh, was it him and his wife's podcast?
I don't
or
know,
no? Oh,
but my
okay.
brother in Christ, I love you.
No.
I'm not doing that for
No.
anybody. 9:15 at
Well,
night?
He was late because he was ripping cards.
Probably.
He was doing the
Still
breaks.
can't believe my man does the breaks. That's awesome. All right, so the offensive line, Tay Tay. That is a bigger deal to me than the DBs. The DBs, all those guys are going to play. I think that's more of a, hey, we expect you to be a 1. Even if you're a 2, you're a 1. So we're going to get you out here. For the offensive line, we've been hearing everything. In the days that I've been out there, tackle has looked good. Both tackles have looked great. And so maybe that's maybe that's a situation where, okay, hey, if we have an injury, let's see, you got to be our swing tackle. You got to be able to play both. The DJ Chester stuff is the more interesting note to me. Like, think about this. He was on an offensive line last year where he was a starter at the most important position, the center position, with 4 guys that got drafted into the NFL. Okay? So he's a young player, playing center, making the calls, ball in his hand every play. The other 4 guys get drafted. Pretty good offensive line. And now you're fighting for your life at guard. That's more of a storyline to me than anything else. And Mubinga played when Dellinger went down last year. Okay, so we expect him to play. Like, at least I did. Like, the DJ Chester stuff is interesting. Like, you were a starter on that offensive line, and now you're fighting for any spot?
Yeah. What's funny is, like, at the center position, at most position, interior offensive lineman, like, if you have a guy, and I'm not I'm not saying this is him at all, but like if you have a guy in one of those interior spots that's a little bit weaker of an offensive lineman, not as strong, but you have guys around him, they can be hidden. Like you can hide them. They can look really good. Multiple times in the NFL, we had so in Green Bay we had like this kind of this formula of two really good guards and a young, smaller center. You remember Corey Linsley getting to
he ended with the Chargers.
Corey Linsley, great player. I'm not saying any, but like he was able to start as a rookie because he had two Pro Bowl guards around him. Yeah, we had Bakhtiari and Blaga at tackles too, so it was like a good surrounding floor. So like it's a kind of a good comparison to what you're talking about here. Like everybody was good, all the offensive linemen, but we had this young center that ended up looking great, playing great because he had all that help around him, and you can kind of hide that. But when all those pieces are gone, what kind of player do they step up to be? So we're still trying to figure that out. A lot of that, I mean, you still need a 6, 7, 8 man rotation at offensive linemen because they're all going to play. They're all going to play a lot of football. I guess just because that's the nature of the beast. But it is interesting. You go from that offensive lineman, the top pass blocking offensive line in the country, to fighting a dogfight. Which is and might be the odd man out. Which is actually might be play devil's advocate. I mean, a really good sign for that offensive line. It means guys are stepping up, playing well. Brian Kelly seems to think that he's very confident in the offensive line. So I think that we should be too. I know it's this big question mark, but I firmly feel that they're going to step and be sufficient. Now, there's going to be some gaffes here and there. There's going to be some sacks given. There's going to be pressures. There's going to be bad runs, and it's going to be so highlighted early on in the season because of the question marks. Like, oh, God, he's doing this. It happens to everybody. We had one of the best offensive lines last year, but we couldn't run block. Like that, it's just going to, things are going to happen. So you got to give them a little time. You got to give them a little time to gel, and that's what camp is for. You hope you get a lot of those kinks out, but they got to grow up fast. They got to grow up really fast.
Yeah, I mean, and too, like when you have a move like this after a scrimmage, I mean, coaches and a lot of people, I mean, hand up, we overreact to scrimmages. And if you didn't have a good day on the Ponderosa, then it's like you put somebody on notice as well.
How many times did a coach put somebody with the second team to make a point to that player?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
All the time. It doesn't mean that they're going to be on second, but they're like, all right, you better pick your stuff up or you're going to be right here. So, hey, buddy, behind you. You go in with the ones, you take a seat. And it just wakes you up. So coaches play those mind tricks, those mental games all the time.
Yeah, of the guys that we just assumed, like without a doubt, without a question, this year going to be a starter on the offensive line. We would start with DJ Chester, and then we kind of build the other four around that. And again, it sounds like he is fighting for a spot, not even at the same spot that he played a year ago. So we'll see what happens. Paul Mubinga, DJ Chester, Weston Davis, all these guys we're talking about, how that plays out. Because, next weekend. The game is next weekend. So certainly something to pay attention to on that offensive front. All right, we'll take our last break of hour number one. More OTB when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
I don't think you're going to be able to fix that over there, bud. Go to gcopnet.com. When you go to the website, you can check out a full list of what they can do for you over Gulf Coast Office Products, all the industries that they work with, the products that they offer, the locations. Remember, 4 locations throughout Louisiana, and it says right there on the homepage, it is not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead, and that's what they're going to help you do, thrive. And if you have any issue, always remember, when you call them, you're talking to a human being. It's going to be able to help that day, that moment.
Yeah, if you've ever been or worked in an office, like it is crippling when you can't print, you can't connect to your printer, like when the paper trail ends, pretty much the work day ends. So local company, they will fix you. They will treat you right. Gulf Coast Office Products, go see them, gcopnet.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Years since you held it, baby.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
What's our theme today?
I don't know. Ask Alondra.
I don't know.
I mean, it all has like a similar sound
we're
to
gonna
it.
go like just girls. We're gonna show love to the girlies.
All right.
The girlies of like alternative rock, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sometimes it's got to be you.
Just like which is totally fine. This is what the point of this is. A lot of testosterone in the room. Let's put a little
All right.
women's touch to it. I'm sure the male audience would love it.
Julian Sayin got named starting quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I'm shocked.
Nice. Consider me shocked.
I mean, it did turn in from like an 80-20 situation into like a 55-45 situation, and that was Big Ten Bob's reporting.
I mean, Lincoln Keenholz can play. Like,
Yeah.
dude's no slouch.
But, Julian Sayin versus Arch Manning in game number 1. That is going to be interesting, man. I mean, you got these two top 3 teams in the country, both new quarterbacks, both with a lot of fanfare entering college football, both with a lot of expectations.
Do they play? Is the game time? What's the game?
Buddy, it's noon. It's Big
Oh, my
Ten.
God.
You know that. Big Ten Stadium.
I know. I
brunch.
don't want it to be like at the same time as the LSU game, of course, but like, God, that's so terrible.
Yep.
That's awful planning. And I guess we could say that same opinion all year long with the Big Ten. Y'all stink.
Brunch football.
Great football. Y'all stink.
All right. Hour 2 coming up next.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Ascend Travel. Ascend-travel.com is the website. They plan so you can fan. And if you're wanting to go watch the Tigers play, and if you want to do it in absolute style, and if you want to do it with ease, then you go to the website, ascend-travel.com. They have got packages right now to go see LSU versus Clemson on August the 30th. They're going to get you there. They're going to have a hotel for you. They're going to get you to and from the game. They're going to make sure you get all the access to the exclusive tailgates there on campus as well. They take care of everything. That's why they have a slogan, they plan so you can fan.
Yeah, this is Ascend Travel's Tiger approved too, proud partner of LSU Athletics. If you want to travel in style and have everything planned, maybe a little private jet action, you can do that. But if you want to get yourself there, if you want to drive there, take your own, whatever it is, they can still plan everything from hotel, the tickets, the tailgate, and everything. Ascend-travel.com.